Hey everybody, welcome back to D5 Questing. This is Jacob and the Questers coming at you on the 5s and 10s.
I wanted to be on the 2s and 6s. So.
Hey,
Twos
I'm
and
on,
6s were taken.
I'm on the
Twos and 6s were
15.
taken. I'm on the 3s, the 6s, the 9s. So welcome back everybody. Something I failed to mention at the end of last episode. Everybody leveled up.
Hooray!
Yay!
Maybe not Caladrel.
No.
We don't know.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. We don't know. We haven't heard from her all week, which
Durfee
is too
didn't
bad.
level up.
Durfee didn't level up.
Durfee leveled all the way down.
Durfee's in the negatives.
And then some, because now he's bankrupt too. He has no money.
That's true. He got robbed.
Not Rob. We're paying for his
Robbing
funeral
the
for
dead. That's a bad karma.
All right, Reed, why don't you give us a word of wisdom?
that. Okay. Well, today's episode is brought to you by Integrity. Play by the rules. Get beat by those who don't.
Integrity. Don't rob from the dead.
Word.
I didn't know.
Hey, and then before we hop into what you guys got for levels and stuff, do you guys have? I was thinking about this as I was prepping. It'd be kind of fun to each time we finished like an area, to break the fourth wall. And if you guys had any questions about why I did stuff a certain way or what was behind that one door type thing, what do you guys think?
I don't know. That would like incentivize me to go back.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, can we really even go back though?
Yeah, Caladrel locked that door.
Oh, we're going back.
Out of curiosity, though, what was behind the sliding door?
In the torture chamber.
Yep.
So back through that way, there's like a lab where the torturer would like go back through and like do experiments and stuff. And then there's another door on the outside of that went to like a storeroom that had a bunch of like potions and stuff. A lot of cool stuff in that room, actually. That was like, if you guys had gone that way, then I would have like given you some cool potions and whatnot.
That's funny.
So then you go back out and you're in the lab where the sliding door is, and then there's one more door that leads out from there, and that would go past where you guys set the acid traps. So there's like a hallway that has 3 doors, one door that goes to the lab, one door that goes to the acid traps.
Oh, so it circles around.
And then one door that goes to like a barracks type thing, which is where you heard the murmurings come from.
What did that other door lead to?
The other trap door.
Yeah,
Trapped
that was on
door.
the other. There was 2 doors right there where they set the trap, and we didn't go through the other one either.
So yeah, the other one that had like the rope tied to it
Yeah.
went to the exact same spot that the door you just went through did. So that was the door I initially wanted you guys to go out of.
Uh-huh.
But then I was like, well, it doesn't really make sense to go all the way back that way. So we're just going to do it this way instead. So
You altered your dungeon.
I altered the dungeon.
You're like, we're
bit.
getting out of here. we have spent too long in Stoneform Village.
This is episode 22. And I think we got to Stoneform Village in episode 4 or 5.
Release from Stoneform Village.
So yeah, there you have it. Any other questions?
I just realized we didn't recap last episode at the end.
Oh, we're in the dark, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you are in the dark currently right now. Oh, there's one other thing. There was a hidden trove behind the statue of the dragon.
If we would have put the thing in the eye?
No, like initially when
we
you
never
first went.
we never went up there. We never checked anything because
No,
there was
the
dust.
What was
And we
in
didn't want to disturb the dust because we didn't know if people were gonna see us.
Yeah,
Rav
man.
didn't want
We
to
were-
disturb the statue of the dragon.
We were paranoid about getting tracked.
Yep, you were.
What was
Yeah,
in the
what was it?
trove?
Just standard treasure, coinage,
Standard treasure
maybe
to
a
the guys
portion.
who didn't have anything.
Yeah.
Standard treasure.
Just your regular everyday,
Loincloth.
You know,
rape whistle.
a plus
Just like
a
100
plus
gold
12
pieces.
crossbow.
Whatever.
Maybe Durfee would not be dead.
It's enchanted with raised dead. Whatever.
Here's $1 million gold. It's pretty neat.
Too bad you guys didn't throw his corpse on a cart or anything. Take it with you.
Too darn bad.
Bring out your dead.
You could have
All right.
sold his body for necromancy.
So should we
purposes.
recap?
Uh,
Everybody good?
So so I wanted to. I also kind of wanted to open this up to the fans out there. If you guys have any questions, as we go through like an arc from here on out, throw them in like the comment section somewhere. And when we finish that arc, we'll see about getting to as many of those as we can, and kind of be like, yeah, this is why we did that. This is why we did this. So
yeah,
I know it's a little late for Stoneform Village, but going forward, keep track of those questions. Send them in. So yeah, like I said, everybody leveled up. Let's go around the table a little bit and everybody talk about the cool new Christmas presents that the Dungeon Master gave you.
Christmas presents.
You mean the level?
Oh yeah.
I gave the rest to myself.
You know what,
Jeez.
Durfee? I'm sorry, no, not Durfee.
Oh, he's
Champ.
dead. Oh no.
Champ, why don't you lead us off? You feeling chatty?
Yeah, I am chatty for a matter of fact, you know? Oh no. Okay, so it's pretty neat, the things that I got. So I got to go up a level in a skill, so I could have chose to be trained or to become expert in something that I was trained in, which I chose acrobatics because that allows me to treat 25-foot falls as if they're not falls.
You expecting a lot of falls?
I mean, I don't know.
I'll tell you the real reason why you chose acrobatics. In the last episode, you saw Torvo jump over you like a spider, and you're like, I got to learn how to do that.
That's got to be me.
He inspired you.
I'm pretty inspired by Champ.
Okay, but yeah, it's pretty neat. Anyway, and then I got a feat that I got to choose, which I chose Canny Acumen, which allows me to increase either my perception, my fortitude, reflex, or will throws. And I chose my perception, which makes my perception a +9, which is super nice. Anyway, and then my last thing as I chose, I got a divine ally as a champion. Anyway, I could choose a blade, my shield, or a steed, but I've already got a killer blade, and it has a rune on it now, and that rune is pretty awesome. It's called Ghost Touch. It allows me to attack ghosts physically with that sword.
Interesting.
On the negative side of it, they can also grab the sword.
Groovy.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Anything else?
No, that's it. And then I gotta say, I'm pretty pumped about it.
I'm excited to see this new and improved champ. Mordax, the traveling axe. Now that you've got your axe back, how do you feel?
Happy.
How does Mordax feel?
Enthralled with joy.
Talk to us about third level Mordax.
Hey, let's go on to someone else real quick.
Okay. Chef Boyardee Ravioli.
Yes, how's it going?
Did you level up?
No, I most certainly did, in a good way.
I have your level 1 character sheet right here, a copy of it.
Yeah.
And so I know your character's full name.
Yeah, keep that to yourself, please. No, I don't know if that makes a whole lot of difference at this point.
Talk to us about third level Rav.
Third level Rav. So he picked up a nice little skill increase. General feat, intimidating glare. I no longer have to speak to someone. I can just give him the stink eye and unnerve him enough to what does it say here? Demoralize with a mere glare. When you do, demoralize loses the auditory trait and gains the visual trait. You don't take a penalty if the creature doesn't even understand your language.
So what you're telling me is you've got a thick furrowed brow that you can just snarl at people.
I already have that.
Snap, dude. Snap. With that, my druid also gained alertness, experience increased aware of threats around you, and a greater fortitude. That my fortitude increase in saves. So with that, little extra hit points, not a lot, and I I think other than a couple of new spells, that's about it. So I gamed level 2 spells now. I chose Enlarge, and that's mostly
Ooh.
because that's for my pet, Shambles. And then I actually chose for my second level spell, Phantom Steed.
Shambles
What
is now
is-
my steed.
What does Phantom Steed do?
Phantom Steed, you can conjure a large mythical equine creature only for you, or
So not
another
Shamble?
medium small creature that can ride. The horse is clearly phantasmal in nature, has an AC of 20, and 10 hit points, automatically fails on all saves. If reduced to 0, it disappears, the spell ends, but it can be summoned back again. The speed of the horse is 40 feet, and the rider can hold the rider's body weight plus 20 bulk, blah, 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 and it gets heightened as you level up more.
And that's a second level spell?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how many second level spell slots do you have?
I have 2. So one for the Enlarge, which I can enlarge any creature as long as it's willing for 5 minutes.
So you're going to cast this this steed spell, and then you're going to cast Enlarge on the steed.
Nope, on my Shambles, my little bush guy,
Oh my gosh.
my little familiar,
So I can ride it.
and I can then make him ginormous type thing.
He's a tree now, not a bush.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's
He
an ant.
graduated, but it's only for 5 minutes.
Okay. Let's see. Torvo.
Yeah. So I leveled up. I multi-classed into champion.
Did you really?
No.
Okay.
I don't think we can multi-class until a lot later.
For like 45 minutes before the episode started, we were talking about like all the cool things that everybody can do. And Jake's like, man, I'm super jealous. I want to be like Champ. I'm just going to kill off Torvo and just create a champion.
Yeah. So I got incredible movement, which increased my movement speed. I got Mystic Strikes, which lets me count my my unarmed attacks as magical damage for the sake of overcoming resistance. It doesn't add anything,
Jeez.
but nobody can stop me now. And
Third level sucks as a dungeon master. Third level sucks.
I did level up my athletics because I want to be the best MMA fighter there is. Yeah, I want to be. I'm a straight ground and pounder. Watch out for my grapple moves.
Watch yourself, as they say.
And I went role play level for my feet and decided to take breath control. So I just like the idea that he's at least meditated. While he's a very disturbed individual, he's meditated enough now that he recognizes how to control his breathing and become one, with his senses and stuff. So
You better check your stealth before
Yeah.
you wreck your stealth.
because the breath control allows me to hold my breath 25 times longer than I normally could. So like I don't suffocate for 25 times longer than I would have.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought about taking
So-
that. That was an awesome
Yeah.
feat.
Well, no, what I was going to make another joke, but I decided to go with the champion joke. I was going to be like, so I took Underwater Brawler. So like, we've seen a lot of water in this campaign so far, and I want to be ready. Like,
The GM's got a whole list of sea creatures that he's lobbing your way.
yeah. I've been practicing my swimming underground.
You guys are fun. You guys are fun.
All right, there you
Those sea creatures will come. Oh, they'll come.
go.
Not if we go by sea.
Then land creatures. He's practiced land breathing. All right. So now we go to last in initiative. Mordax, the traveling axe.
Can we go to Caladrel? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. All right.
You put your ear next to the door, but don't hear anything.
Oh. Okay. So I leveled up and got a whole lot of nice stuff with my intimidation. I have pretty high hit points now. I'm at 51 with my hit points, so I'm excited about that. So I can just be taking, hits. Anyway, I have the class feat of Deny Advantage. So now my foes struggle to pass my defenses. Let's It says you aren't flat-footed to hidden, undetected, or flanking creatures if of your level or lower, or creatures of your level or lower using surprise attack. However, they can still help their allies flank. So I can still be flanked, but I'm not flat-footed to hidden or undetected people my level. Let's see. Then I also picked up for just a general skill, fast recovery. I needed a 14 constitution to do that, which I do have that. So my body quickly bounces back from afflictions. I regain twice as many hit points from resting. Each time I succeed in a fortitude save against an ongoing disease or poison, the damage is reduced, or I reduce its stage by 2 or by 1 against a virulent disease or poison. And then each critical success I achieve against an ongoing disease or poison reduces its stage by 3 or 2 against virulent diseases or poison. And in addition, I reduce the severity of my drain condition by 2 when I rest for a night instead of by 1.
All right.
So it'll be cool.
That's not bad.
No, so it's just more for me to be the tank that everyone needs a goblin to be.
Did you tell us all what your hit points were?
I did, didn't I say 51?
51.
Yeah, he said he could take more hits.
51. I'm gonna stop like those gargoyles. I should have just put those gargoyles at full health or full everything.
I went up by 14, so
That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Okay. All right. Well, let's jump into it, shall we? So, the door closes behind you, and
Full darkness.
full darkness. Who has dark vision?
What do we? Did
I've
we
got low
recap?
light.
Oh,
pretty sure I have dark vision.
should we recap?
Yeah, you do.
You do you.
So last episode, you guys finally made it out of Stoneform Village, the Villaggio, and Caladrel stayed behind to slow everybody down. And the last thing that you heard as the door was closing was a low voice that said, "You cannot escape the darkness." It said it a lot creepier than that.
You cannot escape the darkness.
Yeah.
So, and then she slammed the door behind you, and leaving you guys in complete darkness.
Super lame.
So who has dark vision?
Torvo.
The gobos.
And that's it.
Yep.
Yeah. I got low
Gobos
light.
That's
I've got low light as well.
So it is completely dark where you guys are.
Cool.
How do you propose seeing your way?
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
we have
roll
anything to
a,
burn. Does anybody have torches in their pack?
Yes.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have a spell for that. As a matter of fact, a cantrip.
Oh,
Dancing
yeah,
lights.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
dancing lights, baby.
Nice.
Just let us know
Right.
before you use it so we don't sort of like not like blinded right away.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it's not that bright. Range 120 feet. Remember, 10 feet apart. So I'll make it stay basically in a line in front of us, down to behind us. So yeah, somatic,
So-
verbal, and
Yeah, before all that goes down, it's like, oh wow, that's pretty dark. Hey, give me 1 second to move ahead. So I want to take that time to get ahead of the group before you do something all crazy.
Hey,
oh sure, yeah.
Hey, Mr. Magician, don't you have that lights thing?
What? Did you even see dancing lights?
I did when we fought the golems.
But
Oh,
Champ
yes,
wasn't
right.
alive
That's
and
right.
with us.
Champ was with.
Yeah.
Oh, he was.
For the
Yeah,
gargoyles,
the gargoyles. Yeah, okay.
Gargoyles.
That's what I was
Sorry,
wondering.
fair
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
got
cool.
I got that spell right
Don't-
here. I'm going to.
Don't worry. Everything is fine. I mean, I can see just fine.
Do you want me to
Just follow my voice.
Yeah, I can follow your voice, but I can't see what's in front of me, so I'm gonna cast dancing lights. If you want to go ahead a little bit, go ahead. I'm just gonna
I don't
cast them
feel
out now.
I don't feel comfortable with your voice.
So over on this side, good old Torvo decided to roll a little bit of stealth just to
Yeah.
make sure that he could, stealthily move on ahead and lead the party a little bit.
I could RP this a bit.
Please do.
Okay. So as Rav's lights flare into existence, right? I'm only like 15 feet ahead and squatting like I'm sneaking and look behind super surprised when the lights turn on like oh crap.
Like
I thought-
much like a cat would do.
Yeah, I thought this was a little bit more sneaky than it was. Yeah, I rolled a 3. Oh boy, this is embarrassing.
What did you say there, Reed?
I said I.
Okay. Did not sound like that.
Nope, it did not. I was looking over at him and I was like, what?
We'll catch that in the post edit. Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right, so
It's a word.
Oh,
Wow! Gosh dang! We just had to cut like 2 minutes out.
I love it. I'm gonna leave it all in.
just add a few.
I said
I've known Reed. I've known you literally your whole life.
Good.
cool.
Where's this going?
That's it.
Oh, good.
That's it. So, when Caladrel closes the door, you start to go through what appears to have been a construction site at one point. Although you don't have time to thoroughly study the space, you see that this may have been constructed when the dwarves had control of Stoneform Village. Go ahead and make perception checks,
Why don't we have time to thoroughly?
because you're still trying to get away.
No, man. Door's shut.
All right, you take your time. Take your time.
I don't know.
27.
One dude said we can't escape the darkness.
17.
20.
27.
27.
Whew.
Oh, yeah.
So as you kind of are lazily meandering through, you look at the ground and you see what seems to be a note for future progeny carved on the floor. It says, "Watch yourself."
Is there anything else carved on the floor or on the walls that we could hear you read to us?
Not in this location.
Oh my god.
Watch yourself.
Watch yourself.
But you also see a barrel off in the darkness with let's see if you guys go and look at it.
Oh, I'm
I don't want to
looking.
force your hand.
I'm going to look.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's the only thing to look at real fast.
Rav
So
will
you-
send the lights so we can, all see what's around the area.
So as you go and you look in the barrel, it's kind of like over where they just discarded stuff, almost like a dumpster area, you'd imagine. You
That's where all the
see,
slag is, huh?
you see a small amount of liquid inside that glimmers ever so slightly.
Oh man. I take a bolt and I poke that liquid.
Okay. It covers the end of the bolt.
So now is it like all shiny?
Yeah.
Cool. That's all. I just take it out and look
Are
at
you
the
going to
guys.
document that in your notebook?
Ooh, oh, meta. Meta. I
was
take it out
wondering.
and I look at the guys and I give a shrug and I put it back in with the other arrows. With the other bolts.
When you said bolt, I thought you meant like nuts and bolts, and I was like, cool.
No.
No, that's even better. So,
Yeah.
how many bolts do you have?
I would have imagined,
20?
like 20.
All right. So make note of this.
Okay.
We'll say on a each time you fire a bolt on a D20, you roll a D20, and if it's a 1, then that's the bolt that you fire.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Just because it'll be a fun thing to see where that comes into play.
Okay.
All right. So that's really all you guys are able to see as you kind of go through. Okay. So as you escape, you can't help but feel overwhelmed at the number of places to turn and caverns, large and small, there are to explore. You find tunnels that go up and tunnels that go down. Some even go straight up, and others go straight down into a black and infinite abyss. Some of the tunnels you go through get so narrow that you need to remove packs and weapons before being able to squeeze through. When you come to a dead end, of which there are many, you turn around and return the way you came. The temperature in the cave and tunnel system varies as well, but for the most part, it's pretty chilly. The walls drip with condensation, and the humidity in the air makes everything, including your clothes, damp and soggy.
How far do you think that we traveled?
You've traveled for quite some time.
He's trying to count his steps for the day.
Hey, man. I lost my watch back there. I got
Fitbit.
The diet?
Go ahead and make perception checks.
Gosh dang.
25.
19.
18.
9.
So everybody but Torvo everybody but Torvo hears an irregular knocking. You've been traveling along the seemingly endless pitch black tunnel other than your dancing lights. That was completely silent at first, but after what very well may have been hours of travel, that's when you hear this irregular knocking. Subtle at first, but quickly getting louder, to a point that even Torvo could hear it. As you come to the end of the tunnel, you hear a faint singing, intermingled with the dripping of water. Still, no lights other than your own.
How close?
Like,
Where? How does it? Well, my senses suck right now.
yeah.
So, because I mean, I guess I'm not the one to ask.
I'll keep with that. How close are we to what could be an exit?
Not sure at what could be an exit, but as far as the singing
How close
goes,
are we to the singing? I think is what he's trying to ask.
it's difficult to get an accurate estimation because of the tunnel. You can tell that it echoes quite a bit, but it's just kind of like somebody humming, to pass the time is what it seems like.
All right, Torvo speaks up real fast.
I wonder if we should wait with the lights and maybe me and Mordax go and see what's up so that we don't get jumped.
Champ's gonna draw his sword and his shield.
Rav's going to stay behind, acknowledge what was said, and we will wait with the lights.
I'll risk my neck. Just kidding.
That's fine. Hey, man,
I'll
I
come
wasn't
up.
offering you services.
I'll come.
After
All
I'm
right.
done.
At it with this. I'm jumping into the abyss.
I got a 28 on my stealth.
Okay. Mordax?
16.
You're like, F that, I'm not stealthing.
Ka-chank, clank, clank, clank.
So you travel on for probably about a quarter mile, and the singing gets louder and louder. You don't see where it originates from at first, but you do see the end of a tunnel, the end of the tunnel that you're in right now, and you hear kind of the gurgling of water, so you know that there's some water nearby. And as you look towards the end of the tunnel, you see that there's probably 10 to 20 feet from the back of the cave, or the back of the tunnel. There's that much footage of water. Okay. And you can tell that's kind of where the sound of water is coming from. And it takes you a minute. Go ahead and roll a perception check. We'll give you a chance. Redemption Island.
14 for me.
Didn't help. Mordax?
11.
14 and 11. So it takes you a minute.
Can I roll again? I mean, we're just standing there, so we might as
Hero
well.
point.
Do we have to use a hero point? Because, I mean,
No,
we're just standing there.
You do bring up a good point.
Well, that would matter, though. That would matter on a real level, not breaking the fourth wall for a minute. I think that would really matter on how much do we find of importance where we're sitting, right? Like, if we're like, that's kind of like a watery dead end. Oh, well. Like, really,
Okay. No, you guys, you bring up a good point. And after a minute of sitting there, though, kind of looking and figuring out where this noise is coming from, you zero in on a part of a skeleton that's like infused in the wall, and that's where the singing is coming from. Is from this skeleton.
Okay. I just like I nudge Mordax, and then I give him a signal of like, let's go back.
I look at him confused. I'm just kidding.
That's fine. If that's what you want to do, man, I'm good.
No, I'm kidding. No, I nod, and I walk back with him.
Okay.
Okay. As you guys walk away, then you hear the skeleton go, "Oh, I sure hope that Mauricio lady comes back here soon."
Yeah,
Just
quiet.
That doesn't stop me. I still head back.
No, that's fine.
I wonder who Mauricio is.
Yeah, right?
Sounds like an elven name.
So, anything
Sounds hot.
eventful to them. I realized Mordax is, not Mordax, Torvo's thinking on the way that I realized we didn't give them any time frame or signal of what we would do coming back.
It's always good to split the party, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, on the way back, anything good happening?
Nope.
Cool.
No, nothing.
So-
I relate what I've seen to everyone.
yeah,
that is,
as we get close enough to them, I basically announce our presence. Like, hey, it's just us.
Hey, it's just us coming in.
basically.
Rav puts his
Behold,
sling and rock
it
away.
is I, Torvo.
Is that how you do it,
Oh,
Mordax?
sure. Yeah. Hold on.
Behold, it is I, Mordax, the axe.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we all know who you are.
So, what'd you guys find up there? Is it okay if we proceed?
Yeah, so we just relate. Like,
Yep.
A singing skeleton in the cave wall, you say? Fantastic.
Is it alive? Is it magic? What is going on?
I don't know. I didn't want to wait.
Yeah, we wanted to come back and tell you guys. We got a signal or something to come back.
The dead have to stay dead.
oh boy. Oh.
Interesting.
I mean, sure.
Maybe we should investigate.
But the guy was talking, yo.
Yo.
It, sorry. Break the fourth wall. God, it's called the Shining Oath. I'm literally sworn to kill undead.
Hey, figured. I mean, good RP.
I think we may have to blindfold somebody.
I just brought hit vernacular into our whole game, so I don't know. Whatever. Yo.
Well,
Yo.
I mean, he just knows that it must die, and we don't know if that's, his whole thing. So, are we going to blindfold him? Probably not. So,
Well, now that our companions have walked a total of a half mile,
Yeah.
we shall continue and make it 3/4 of a mile.
altogether, it's like almost 2 miles.
So
Oh my gosh.
this should have only been like 300 feet. I'm sorry.
The math doesn't check out. What's going
Doesn't
on?
make any sense.
It's a magical cave.
You get lost. All right. So when you guys reapproach, how do you do it?
Well, when we get close enough,
It is I, Torvo.
yeah, Torvo signals him kind of like we're almost there, and like kind of gives a hush signal. So if anybody understands it, we've never really sat and described our tactics, so that's
Rav understands and quiets down, and it actually even blinks out the light.
Some you guys can't see, huh? All right.
So I guess,
fall.
yeah, when that happens, I'll reach back and I don't know who's closest to me. I'm just gonna grab wildly, hopefully not towards the midsection.
I put the end of my staff into your hand so you can guide me by holding onto the staff.
Ooh,
I put
hold your staff, old man.
I palm Mordax's head.
He's gonna hold me back in case he needs to.
Champ holds on to Mordax's head. Lead me, little one.
Onward.
My cheese up.
All right.
So, do you announce your presence? Do you roll stealth checks, or just kind of
Stealth
walk in
I
and
think
see what
stealth
happens?
Let's try it still.
All right, I think
You're pulling two blind people. There's no stealth.
the two blind people should roll with a.
Penalty.
I don't want to say disadvantage, but roll twice and take the lower.
That checks out.
Okay, well, that first one's a 20.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
First one was a 4. Second
The
one was a
second one's
7.
a 10. Okay, so I guess stealth. What would that be under?
Let me check. Sorry, it's stealth. It's an actual thing.
Yeah.
26 and a 16.
Yeah, and that was a 10 and a. Oh, sorry, and yeah, 10.
It's 10 to lower.
Yeah, 10's the lower.
Okay.
26.
12 and 26. All right. Hello, Mauricio. Is that you? Did you come back finally?
Oh, sorry, it's an 11.
I could still hear you, Mauricio. Is that you? Even with the 11, it's a little better, but I could still hear you.
Oh my gosh.
I'll speak.
Hey, we are not Mauricio.
Oh, my apologies. I can't see hardly anything down here. It's so dark.
Well,
Rav's gonna do a quick incantation and bring those lights back now.
Oh, that's nice. That's a beautiful sight to see something so bright again. Allow me to introduce myself so you know me as something more than just an old pile of bones in the wall. My name's Locke Montgomery, wizard extraordinaire. I thought I was extraordinaire, but apparently not.
Locke, what happened to you? How'd you get stuck in the wall like that?
Well, let's see where to begin.
Are you dead?
Pull up one question at a time there, young squire. Talking Gobo. Imagine that.
Oh my gosh. What day and age did this man come from?
Even in the dead. Come on, racist.
Fantastic.
Well, let's see. I hope I'm not dead. I don't think I'm dead. I still have feelings too, you know. I may be old, but I'm not that old.
Your bones.
Let's see. Astute observation. We are all bones on the inside, young man. Well,
Bones shouldn't talk.
We've let's see. I've been down here for quite some time, as a matter of fact. Let's see. 2,000 years, maybe. Long time. That's back in my day. You see, I don't know how it's been for you for the young generation growing up, but back in my day, being a wizard was that was looked down upon, and well, let's put it this way: not very many people liked me for being a wizard and getting magic in unnatural ways, but I knew something they didn't, and I was going after it.
When do you think it is?
Go on.
Let's see. When do I think it is, or should I go on?
I'm just curious. How long do you think you've been down here?
Oh well, I know it's been a long time. When I first came down here, then I was flesh and blood like you. And he tries to like nudge your arm or your shoulder, but he's like, in case you see his hand just kind of like wiggle a little bit. Flesh and blood like you, but now I'm a skeleton, so it's been some time. Can't quite figure out why I haven't completely died yet, but it's been a long time.
Is there anything about the area that you can tell us about, though? Anything that you found on your way down here?
Well, let's no need to rush, friends. You just got here, and it's been a minute since I've seen somebody. So
Oh my gosh.
come and maybe pull up a rock or.
Oh my gosh. This guy's driving me crazy.
It's Caladrel 2.0.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying them. Let's do this. I pull up a rock.
Oh my goodness.
I'll just sit down and walk and with my eyes on him and my mouth open wide. It's like, oh, wow.
Champ stays standing behind everyone with a tight grip on his sword.
I was gonna say, is your sword still drawn?
Yes, it is.
I love this.
I just.
Do you need anything from us?
Yeah, a couple drops of water would be mighty helpful. I'd appreciate that.
What would that do?
I don't know, but I've been thirsty for a long time, so hopefully quench that thirst.
Oh my god.
Okay, here, have some of mine.
You pull out your water skin and pour a little bit in his mouth, and it just goes right out his bottom jaw.
Oh my god.
Exactly how you'd expect a skeleton.
We're talking to a gosh dang skeleton.
I was hoping that maybe something would happen, like a spell would wear off or something.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's see here where to begin. So, maybe I start with current events and work my way backwards.
Yo, I look around the room.
Okay.
I am not interested in this guy's story at all.
All right. We'll get back to the story in just a minute.
26.
Yeah, other than what you initially noticed when you first came in, you don't see anything else.
The frick, so we're just at a dead end with this skeleton?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Well, there's still the water.
There's still
Rav
the
is
water.
going to walk up to the skeleton old man and ask him, if I detached your head from your body, would I be able to take you with me so you could share your stories?
Oh, I don't think that would work. Please don't.
How about we just throw him in your backpack?
That's what I was planning.
So to paint more of a clear picture, like probably 80% of his body is in the wall.
Wow.
Yeah, but like you said, if he's just bones, you know what? I'm going to start pulling.
Hey, listen, I'm as patient as the next gobbo, but I gotta tell you,
Now you're
we're
becoming
kind of in a rush. We're possibly being chased, and I would love to hear your story, but we can do that on a ride. Do you know a way out of here?
So to break the fourth wall a little bit on that.
Yeah.
You guys have traveled far enough and long enough that the sense of that urgency is kind of diminished a little bit.
Have we spent a night?
You haven't spent a night yet,
Okay.
but you've traveled for
Okay.
Probably-
so it's
probably
more
hours,
like
yeah.
if something was following us, we would have known by now.
yeah.
Okay.
And again, like you guys have like traveled like all sorts of like you're beyond lost at this
Well,
point.
okay, so I guess we'll hit the rewind on what I just said.
Rav is going to pull out his dagger. Excuse me, sir,
now,
but
wait, Mr.
as
Hold on,
I
hold on,
take
hold
this
on.
dagger and start shimming it between your bones to try and pop your skull off, let me know if you feel anything or not.
Oh my god.
So he holds up like a hand in protest. He goes,
Wait. Hold on. I know one last spell. Hold on. I might be able to help you, but let's not be hasty and pop off my head.
How did you get like this? I mean, how did you get stuck in the wall?
Well, I like I was saying before, I came to magic by unnatural ways, some might say.
How did you get stuck in the wall?
Being a wizard and all. Well, I'm getting there. You
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
Walk away.
Well, get there a little faster.
Well, I cast a spell. I tried following a king who also dabbled in attaining magic through knowledge, who exiled himself down here. He was looking for a way to defeat the growing darkness around the land that Philadero introduced in the world. And I thought that I might be able to offer a helping hand. And he motions with his hand again, and it falls off to the ground.
Hold on.
You see,
Champ smiles a little.
Yeah,
Rav picks
I-
up his hand and puts it in his bag.
I do interrupt. Oh my goodness. I interrupt and I'm like,
Hold on. Were you around when Philadero was around?
oh yeah, yes, of course, yeah, we were old college roommates.
oh my god.
he doesn't say college roommates, but yes, he was alive during the time of Philadero.
Okay, well.
Rav's going to tell him that, well, if you can't get yourself out of the wall, I would at least like to take you with us.
I look to all the other guys and I say,
Hey, do you guys understand what that really means? Like how old he is?
That's why I want to take him with me.
Oh my goodness.
So, as I was saying, this king, Sadigo is his name, believed he could use the fruit of a tourmaline tree in an enchantment or a spell or some sort of potion, maybe to combat the darkness. Most everyone thought he was crazy, but, tourmaline's a stone and not a plant. But I don't know, maybe he could get it right. In any case, like I said, I wanted to escape my own persecution and offer a helping hand, and I knew he was down here somewhere, but my teleportation spell went a little awry, and here we are.
Did you say a tree to combat the darkness?
Yes, tourmaline tree is what he was. He had on good authority that.
Everyone, do you remember what we heard as last we saw Caladrel?
That we cannot escape the darkness. The darkness has returned.
Yeah, I heard that same voice. It's a low, kind of chilled me right to the bone.
Oh, jeez.
Of course it did. Do you know where the tree is?
Well, like I said, old Locke Montgomery's been stuck here ever since he teleported, so I've been stuck in the same position for 2,000-3,000 years, probably.
I would imagine you have, and I'm surprised you haven't gone mad.
I'm
or you
surprised
have.
too. Surprises me on a daily basis.
Oh my gosh.
Rav wants to try and remove his skull from the stone there and
Oh my gosh.
take him with us. We can hear more of his fantastic stories.
Now hold on, let me help you. Like I said,
Yeah, we need a bard.
I think I've got magic for just one more spell. Let me see if I can be of assistance.
By all means, take your time. Take your time.
Where would your magic come from?
I wondered if
The bones. He's part of the earth.
Oh my gosh.
That's something that I haven't quite figured out. But I also haven't tried using magic for very long. But you four seem like a promising group. There's another woman here. Just I guess it's been quite some time now. An elf woman that she said she'd be right back, but I haven't seen her for a little while either. So let's give this a shot here.
Oh man.
So are you going to talk to me, Rav, on how you propose getting him down?
Well, I thought he was going to wait until you cast the spell.
Well, yeah, if he's going to do the magic spell, so if he can't successfully cast his spell to remove himself from the stone, my plan is to, I don't want to cause him any injury any further, like pain or anything, but I want to try and see if I can't sever with my knife, shoving it up in between his sections of bone on his spine there to sever it. So literally, I would have a talking head in my hand.
That's what you're
The hope.
That's what you're hoping.
Yeah, that's the hope. Anyways, I don't want to extinguish the magic that is there and end his life. I'd like to,
You're about to murder this poor guy. Oh, 3,000 years
Dude,
old.
he's bones. He's had his time.
Bones aren't people.
They aren't. No, not in Champ's mind, they're not.
All right, let's do this.
I'm bad. Do it.
All right. So he kind of you look at his skull and you can tell.
I thought he was going to cast a spell first.
What do you mean?
Like he said.
Oh
he
yeah, no, he is.
Spell.
He is. Yeah. You look at his skull and you can just tell that he's trying to conjure up the right spell, and he says, let's see, by Cole Height, his name, I can't remember a single spell. So much for worshiping the new gods.
I jump at that point.
Well, I know one, and as you jump up to do it, he casts a spell. You feel the ground start to shake. Go ahead and do what you're gonna do, Champ.
I jump at that point, and my sword is right in his face now and says, "How dare you? How dare you?" Enact her name.
I at this point too, I did an occult check,
You did. I apologize. I forgot to get to. I'm sorry.
And I just wanted to get a sense of what his energy is and stuff, and like.
Yeah. So you guys.
I'm basically checking his key, man.
Yeah, you can tell that he's on the up and up, and what he says is what he honestly believes.
So he has positive energy coming out of him.
Yeah, he's just
so for whatever reason he's an undead, but he has positive energy going through him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So, Champ, as you jump up and you get your sword right in his face, then you sense that whatever spark he had left in him was extinguished by performing this last spell. And this last spell, instead of freeing himself from the wall, as was his intent, he accidentally collapsed the cavern behind you.
Awesome. I jumped up at the same time. Torvo does.
I'm gonna roundhouse kick and smash the skull.
Oh my goodness. So I jumped up at the same time. I was like,
Whoa! There was no negative energy about that guy.
He's dead now.
yeah.
Rav's going to turn around and he's going to mumble.
I want
He
the
walks away.
interaction. I'm actually seeking an interaction with
Negative.
Champ.
Negative or not, the dead remain dead. That is how Kohita demands.
I can understand that, I guess, but like, what if we would have gotten something more out of him?
I stood by long enough.
Okay. So
I think that's good. I think that's good RP. I think it's good RP on your part, Champ. Well, I mean on everybody's part, but
no, only Champ did so cool. Good
hero
for you,
point.
Champ. Yeah. So
Hero point to redo.
all we can notice immediately is that it collapsed behind us,
correct.
and we still have this pool of water in here too, though. Cool.
So
Okay, but breaking.
I really
sorry,
should have taken Underwater Marauder. I'm just saying.
sorry, breaking fourth wall. Man, John, if you were gonna take him with him, that was gonna cause some major issues.
That would have been your problem, not mine.
That doesn't matter, man. It would have been everyone's problem in the
I
end.
just really like the idea of just a sack of bones just traveling around in a bag.
See, that's all I wanted. I would have had a good friend. Because
You can still
if he was
collect
evil,
the
it's
bones.
one thing, but
Evil
I'm
or
sorry.
good,
There's
man.
good and evil in everything.
Evil or good, I've got that oath.
In any case, can I make a perception check to see if there's something across this pool of water now that we're trapped in this area?
So how? Yes, you can.
Okay. 22.
So the pool of water goes underneath the rock, and so if you want to go that way, let me just say it this way: there are only two ways to go from here: back the way you came, or forward through the flooded passage. Going back would mean a daunting task of moving rock by rock by rock for who knows how long. Going forward means swimming an unknown distance. But the water looks calm, and it isn't backtracking at all. What could go wrong?
All right, so
Hold on. So this pool basically leads to some sort of underground passage, and you can tell that because the water's flowing in that direction underneath the stone.
Can I see if it's possible just to like breathe right there, or?
well, that's what
What do you mean by breathing?
you haven't even gotten in the water, man.
I know, but I'm saying like to go underneath. You're saying it's going underneath the rock. Is it like it hits the rock, but it's going down, like sucking down underneath it? Like there's a gap, or is there a gap? You know, where we can still breathe, possibly.
Going in water in caves is always a bad move. That's all I'm saying. Gosh dang. All right.
I have lore scuba.
Oh.
So you, Mordax, you go up and kind of inspect the water a little bit closer, and you see that it's not sucking in any sort of way. Do you go in the water at all?
I mean, can I tell if it's deep or we're like on a shoreline or something like that?
It's more like an easy walk in, kind of like if you.
Gotcha. Yeah, from like
So
the shore.
you can wade in and then
Yeah.
go off.
Yeah.
So I asked the whole group then,
Well, I was about to walk in.
Oh, well, that's fine. You can keep walking.
Hey, does any of you know how to swim?
I can try.
Do you not?
I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I'm pretty good at doing, I've held my breath a lot lately. I'm feeling pretty confident about it. I could take a rope and go in there, and just in case, we can see how far this goes.
Okay. So you say that. As you say that, then Mordax goes into the water.
Yep.
As you wade into the water, you feel off about it somehow.
Oh, good.
Almost heavier than you should be in water. A trick of the mind, perhaps.
Can I do a perception
Rav
check on that?
Rav wants to send his lights out across the water. See, is there a far side to this thing, or is it just the water comes in and then straight back into the rock again?
Go ahead.
So yeah, the you don't know where the water's coming from, but like as far as the amount of water, like surface area that you can see, it's probably like 20 feet by 20 feet of surface area that you can actually see, and then it goes underneath the cavern wall.
Can your orbs go underwater?
Yeah, they can go with me, but I got to be able to sustain the
Concentration.
Yeah.
Oh, so as soon as you stop, like, you have to keep muttering stuff to have them up?
Well, as long as I concentrate on it, once I've started the spell, I should be able to sustain it.
Okay.
Once my concentration is broken, then, the lights will automatically go out.
I don't know. His concentration could still be on that. Some part of it. All right. So the only way is to go underneath it.
All right, so
Or move all the rocks.
what do we want to do?
I say we go through. I say we chance it. I mean, we can tie a rope to you and see if you get onto the other side. If there is not,
As long as there's nothing difficult under there, I'm not too worried about swimming far.
So,
Well, I was just trying to get to the point of this is more of a pool than it is an actual river or anything else.
who knows? He said it was. Didn't you say it was flowing?
Yeah,
Yeah. it's
Yeah, but you
flowing.
said it was like 20 feet by 20 feet, so...
is what you can see.
I would imagine.
Well,
we'd
that's
be
why I
able
was
to see a
casting.
little
I can
bit
send my
more,
lights out like
especially with
120
the
feet.
Reflecting.
So,
especially
hold on.
With reflecting light, I mean, it's
So
water.
we see it coming from underneath one side and going through another side.
No,
Okay, so it's actually bubbling up where we are.
correct. Yeah. So
Okay.
it'd be like a spring. And Rav, when I say as far as you can see, I don't mean like as far as the lights go. What I mean is like the wall starts right there.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's what I'm asking is, I'm just trying to picture this in my head that, it's not a running stream type of thing. Whereas, there's two sides, there's two banks, we can cross it, look on the other side type thing.
Correct. Yeah. So you just see the one side, and you hope that there's another side.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Well, I start pulling rope out of my bag.
Okay. Do you do you
ahead.
leave
tie it to
everything
yourself
on?
and yeah.
Huh?
Do you leave everything on as you go in the water?
Everything that I knowledgeably know that can go with the water that I'm not worried about tripping me up. So everything that I have is fine.
Okay. Pack.
Yeah, because everything that I have is either watertight or it doesn't matter.
And then
So-
I tie the other end of the rope around my waist.
Okay.
And I say, if I find another side, I'll do 5 quick tugs. If you feel anything different, panicking, I'm probably either caught and going to die.
Let's go 54 tugs if you find the other side, and 54 tugs if you run out of air, and 55 if you find the other side.
Okay, yeah.
Goodness.
All right.
Just do. If you find the other side, just come on back and tell us. If there's nothing that you can find, or or need something, give it
Come back and tell
3
us.
tugs.
3 tugs.
What's the length of rope that we actually have?
It's like 50 feet probably.
I have a 50-foot rope.
I've also got.
Yeah, I got a
50-foot
50-foot rope as well.
So
Okay, so we
total-
can
Look, if
probably
we're
get
going
something
farther
going.
than 50 feet, we got to figure something else out too. So
Okay.
I mean, I might as well go 50 feet first, and then
All
if
right.
it goes, because I can swim the 50 feet, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, well, I can send, Rav can send his lights out with you type thing, so you can see as far as I can tell where they're going. So
Oh, you can also go underneath the rock because you'll still be concentrating on that. So that helps.
Okay. So is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing.
All right. Torvo, as you wade into the water, you feel that same feeling that Mordax did when he waded in. You feel off about it somehow, almost heavier. You walk as close as you can and stand on your very tippy, ugly, nasty toes
Oh, thank you.
before your head bobs under the water. We'll pick it up there next.
I take pride in my toes.
3, 2, 1.
D5.
D5.